This is a short capsule on semestral papers. There's a plethora of resources online helping you structure your university papers that are format dependent. But before you do anything though, and this is true for any classes in university really, make sure you read the instruction carefully. All professors have different rules of submissions, and some even have their correction grids on the paper guidelines. And this can be really helpful when producing your papers because it gives you precise ideas of what your grader is looking for. So the first lesson is to read the instruction carefully. One thing you have to be particularly attentive to in the instructions are the references and bibliographical rules. In a first year class, you might need 6 resources, not necessarily academic, including a certain number of sources from the syllabus. And this is very easy to do in terms of research. But in 3rd and 4th year courses in political science, you might need up to 12 resources, all peer reviewed. So before you do anything, make sure you read the instruction carefully for both the content and the references you're looking for. For the rest, in terms of structure, as I said, there's a plethora of resources online telling you how to write a short or long semestral paper, and that is format dependent. So I encourage you to go look at these sources online. But as a general rule of thumb, you'll want to be clear in your thesis. And you want to make sure that that thesis answers a question or answers the assignment in an insightful way. This thesis should be justified by compelling arguments who are each supported and referenced, right? So each of your arguments should have a few references that defend the said argument. The essay should also be coherently structured, and for this, the use of transition words can be a simple yet effective strategy to organize your thoughts. So especially for 1st and 2nd year students, transition words can be very key to help you organize your ideas. And your thesis and arguments should be introduced in the introduction, which the introduction should take about 10% of your text, depending on the word limits, and shouldn't be more than 15%. Your conclusion, as a rule of thumb, should be shorter than your introduction, about half of the length of the introduction, and should remind the reader of your thesis and of your main arguments. And finally, you need to check your writing. You can have the best ideas in the world if the spelling, punctuation, and citation formats are all over the place. It will really hinder the strength of your argumentation. So on this, I strongly recommend having a peer review your work for you and using software such as Grammarly, or even better, the software called Antidote to check your spelling. These are precautions you should really take for any university submission and that you should learn as early as possible in your university career in political science. Good luck.